Hello boys and girls, thanks for tuning in and welcome to the Joy of Piping. Today we're smoking yet another Jake Hackert. This is actually the only Jake Hackert pipe I own that is completely custom made. At a time he wasn't really doing commissions, he actually made this for me. So it's a canted poker, saddle bit with a zebra wood band, and on the bottom it has a date on it, and that's the date my wife and I kind of first started dating. Because yes, we were young enough at that point to follow it by the actual day you started dating. And in it, I'm smoking some Gaslight from the original, like the first run. I had a couple tins still from the first run that I've been letting age, and man, it is good. I love all things Oktoberfest, so I've got the Sierra Nevada Oktoberfest right now. I've been meaning to do an autumn chat for, several years now. I had kind of meant autumn chat to be a yearly check-in kind of thing. You know, every year at the same time or right around the same time, I just kind of check in and see how things have changed. So it's something for me to follow over the course of several years. And just kind of a nice addition to this channel. But I had to put it off for a couple weeks because 2 weeks ago, going on 3 now, I ended up getting food poisoning. And last weekend, I ended up with the stomach flu. Which brings me to the first order of business is you really cannot underestimate the healing power of coffee. I have been feeling off. I took off on Monday to try and, you probably hear the dogs playing with each other underneath and around me. But I took off on Monday to deal with the after effects of the flu and still kind of feeling ill. And I haven't touched coffee since last Saturday. And all this week I've been feeling off. Something's not been right. I couldn't tell exactly what it was. So I decided this afternoon, after the last couple days of not really feeling like eating, I decided to have a couple of the dishwater coffee that we have at work. I'm not a huge fan of the Keurig machine. Well, I guess it was good enough because it kind of brought me out of my funk, and while I was sitting there I started to feel better, and I actually started to feel hungry, which is a good sign, I think. Autumn chat. Well, I think I covered a lot of the things that I would normally talk about in an autumn chat in the last couple videos that I posted. December the 1st will be a year since my poor old boy Oscar passed, and I'm not really looking forward to that, but that's the way time works, is it's kind of linear, and it's not all Jeremy burying me like they say on The Good Place. Excuse me. So yeah, we're a couple weeks out from Thanksgiving. We were going to go back up to New Jersey, but we decided to kind of put it off until next year since we've got a couple of trips we got to take anyway. It's finally getting chilly around here, which is why you see the hat. The hat's the only thing keeping my poor head warm. Or it might just be that I'm still feeling a little ill, and it's the only thing keeping me warm. No, that's not for you, Mama. Let's see. As far as the channel goes, I was thinking about doing some videos on... Hi. You gotta get down. No. Everybody down. Come on. Down. Come on, bud. Down. Down. Head down. I'm planning on doing some videos about my pipe collection, because it has changed a bunch, and I've been focusing mainly on Jake Hackerts for the last couple of years, and maybe some of my tobaccos, the cellar. Talk about that a little bit, I guess. I don't know, I feel like this year has gone pretty well. It's been a few years since I've done an autumn chat, so a lot of things have changed. I don't have real big plans for the end of the year. Obviously, well, maybe not obviously, but unfortunately is, I guess, the word I was looking for. We did not really go big on Christmas last year. After Oscar passed, it was a little bit, I don't know, I just wasn't into it, which is odd for me because I'm always into Christmas. So this year we're planning on being a lot more Christmas centric, and I think maybe this weekend we might start putting up some of the decorations. And this year we have the house, so that means I can decorate the house. Decorating house is something I have not done since I was probably 8, so quite a while. The dogs are fighting like demons right now. The little one still hasn't learned. Let's see. I'm going to be playing golf this weekend. I finally feel well enough, and it's fall golf. Anyone who plays golf knows that fall golf is the best golf. You get to see the trees, you get to see all the fun, all the pretty colors of the leaves. You get to lose your ball in plain sight because you can't see the damn thing because the sun's always at a weird angle. A lot to look forward to. With the end of the year fast approaching, I'm kind of getting prepared to see what the winter's going to be like here in the South. The Farmer's Almanac doesn't know. The old Farmer's Almanac doesn't know. The Weather Channel doesn't know. Your guess is as good as mine. Could be cold. Could be warm. It was 80 degrees on Halloween, so who knows? And it's currently like 50 degrees. And Sunday will be, tomorrow's high is like 45. And Sunday's high is like 62, so I guess I have that to look forward to. Like I said in one of my last videos, I am focusing more on relaxation and trying to find more time to enjoy myself, and this is obviously something that I very much enjoy. And depending on what the weather's like, it may be easier to just kind of focus on pipe smoking and music than golf, especially if it's going to be a cold winter. But again, that remains to be seen. I don't know, it should be fun. Work is work, you know. I do my job. That was actually my work phone that you heard going off just a second ago. Looks like we're doing a baby shower for one of the guys. This is the first time we've ever done anything like this, so it's kind of interesting to see how a company full of men is going to be able to keep this a secret from the guy until next Friday. I don't know. It's been an interesting year. I guess this isn't as flowing as my autumn chats normally are. Probably because I'm out of the rhythm of doing videos. I haven't done them in so long, and I don't know. Maybe it's just time to change up the way that I do things. Well, at the risk of this turning into a snooze fest and getting kind of boring, I'll probably bring it to a close here and say that you know, I've got a lot of good ideas for videos, and I guess I can start focusing on trying to get some of that stuff done. Anyway, things are going pretty good here, I think. So far, so good. I can't really complain. Not that anybody listen if I Not that anyone would be listening if I did complain, but I don't think there's a whole lot to complain about. I think I'll just kind of keep plodding along, because life threw some curveballs and I'm dealing with them, and 2020 is on the way, so I guess we'll see what comes next year. I hope everybody out there in YouTube land is doing well. I'm kind of happy to be back making videos again. Gives me an excuse to get out here and smoke my pipe, because I can spend the time with you guys. It's also a really good excuse to sit out here and smoke a pipe, because I can let these dogs play and not have to have them cooped up in the house all day. Morning routine is usually so hectic, it's really hard. I can't walk them both at the same time because they don't walk quite the same, and my wife's schedule is kind of fluctuating. Summer is bitchin' hot like usual, so it was hard to get them on a regular walking schedule. So from here on out, most of the play in the backyard is what keeps them exercised, and the little one goes to school 2-3 times a week when he's not feeling ill. So I know, I'm looking. They're playing tug of war right now with a tree branch. You can see all this. So anyway, that's you know, I initially started doing the autumn chat. I decided to do the autumn chat as an annual thing because if you go back and watch the first autumn chat, I actually noticed in the middle of it that it was a magical pipe smoking moment, or an ultimate smoke, as Matches 860 said in a video from a few years ago. And it kind of intrigued me to try and recapture the same thing. Well, when you're in the shade and it's a little bit windy, it's hard to be comfortable enough to recapture a magical pipe smoking moment. Which brings me to another point. Outside of the video on my pipes, like the collection and what I keep them in, and maybe my tobacco collection, or at least the stash as it currently sits, I was hoping to embark on a series that I tried to do several years ago that I never could get figured out, and work on the psychology of the pipe smoker. Talk a little bit about why we choose pipes and why we choose tobaccos, and what the implication of the pipe is on the pipe smoker and such. So I don't know how long a series we're talking, but it'll have a couple of parts, I think, and I'll start working on that maybe this winter. For now, I will leave you guys to enjoy your pipes while I enjoy the rest of mine, and continue to watch these dogs fighting over a branch when there are about 10,000 more that they could be chewing on separately. So y'all take care, be well, we'll see you on the next one.